right, so we've heard a little bit about what the vision is, what we want to do, what the dream and vision that God has planted on our hearts is. What about the why of that? Why would you say this is the vision? Why would you say God is working in this way to plant or revitalize ministry sites outside of where we're currently at?
Yeah, that's a great question. For probably too long, churches, I believe, have seen their potential in terms of addition.
Yep.
If we could just add this service or add this program or add this class level, if we could add this staff position, we could start to reach more people, and that's fine and good, and it makes some sense. And eventually, if the Holy Spirit kind of smiles upon you, you start to see some growth, and it's usually addition growth.
Yeah.
The driving kind of approach or thought behind why we're considering this 10 and 10 vision is that you can much more rapidly reach a much broader slice of the community, a broader reach in the community, not by building up one church and making it a little bit better, or even a lot better, but by having a vibrant ministry site in multiple communities.
Yeah.
And this is really something that the broader church is coming to realize. Our own district has been talking for years, since before my time, about what they call new starts, new believers. And the idea is if you just start something new, you can reach new people. And that's true. We've seen it at St. Peter with Encounter and Fusion. We're excited about that. Actually giving us the ability to reach people we never could reach by doing the same things we were doing.
Yeah.
And so the same idea applies to multiple places or locations, as it gives us an entrance into a community that probably wouldn't ever hop in their car and drive 20 miles or whatever it is to 111 West Olive. And so as we look out across the Chicagoland region, we see all sorts of communities that desperately need a vibrant, gospel-focused, sacramental church, standing alongside a bunch of other churches too. And so what our communities need are more churches, not fewer. But another one of my axioms, my mantras is the church in the future is going to get bigger and smaller at the same time.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is organizationally, we can't afford to spend all of our time and energy and resources on a whole bunch of independently operated, funded, and controlled franchises. We need to turn that around and have strong organizational unity, but with diverse representations and locations. So fewer organizations, but more kind of ministry sites all across the region.
Yeah. And what's interesting is when you look at St. Peter and some of our history, it's kind of in our DNA to go outside and reach these people no one else is reaching. When you look at our mission in South Africa, when you look at what's happening with Encounter, we're reaching populations that maybe no one else would be. And so now it's time to take it outside of ourselves and look in our own area and see what that looks like.
Every time I talk to Pastor Kamalo down in South Africa, he likes to say, well, brother, St. Peter is a maverick church.
Yeah.
And he's going back to the decades ago, and that was certainly the reputation, and maybe not so much in the last few decades, the last 10, 15, 20 years, but I know that the church at large and in our region and in our district and across the country is looking to St. Peter right now, saying, wow, there's something special going on there, and there's a fresh wind blowing through their sails, and they're excited to see. They're coming to us saying, hey, tell us what you're doing with this kids ministry thing, or with this new worship service, or how is it that your school is so strong and there's such this unity between your church and the school? We don't have that. What can we learn? And not to say we have everything figured out, far from that.
Yeah.
We're learning, we're trying stuff. Some works, some doesn't, but we have this collective sense that God's on the move in a special way. And we're on the verge of some really exciting things, and which gives me joy and excitement and confidence to come before the members of St. Peter and say, let's go big, right? Let's go bold. no small dreams,
Yeah.
no small plans.
Yeah.
Somebody said that in Chicago some time ago. And what's exciting for me is it's not just coming from me, but from staff and leaders and members. Just the other day, someone was saying, Mike, in the last few years, we've just seen this church resurrected, and that was encouraging for me to hear from just, a person in the pew.
Yeah.
So God's on the move. It's an exciting time.
Yeah, and I can just add to that, getting to know you the past couple of years, this vision, as I've seen your heart in it, it's not about you. It's not about our leadership team. It's not about any one person. It's about seeing God on the move and wanting to join in on that and see how St. Peter can help advance the kingdom in our area. So, again, really exciting stuff. Thanks for sharing your heart.